During Joseph Smith's time, there were many churches teaching different ideas about marriage, such as a man having more than one wife. When Joseph translated the Book of Mormon, he found that the Lord commands that marriage should only ever be between one man and one woman. Later, when Joseph Smith was translating the Bible, the Lord inspired him to clarify that the men in the Old Testament who had many wives had done something wrong. Many people accused Joseph Smith of having many wives, and this upset him very much. He promised to do all he could to teach the truth. Joseph asked his wife Emma, who was president of the Relief Society, to help him teach the truth. Together, they did all they could to help people understand God's plan for marriage. Joseph also worked hard to teach the other leaders of the church this information. Unfortunately, some of them had already started believing and following these incorrect ideas in secret. Brigham Young, who became the next president of the church, was one of those who was deceived by this teaching. He taught it to his wife Mary. Not knowing about Brigham Young, Joseph Smith continued to work to remove these teachings from the church. When he found someone who was said to have many wives, he held a court, and if they were found guilty, he removed those people from the church. Sadly, Joseph Smith was killed before he could completely remove this teaching from the church. After his death, those who had many wives in secret began to do it in public. It became a tradition, and the saints eventually forgot that Joseph had taught against it. Thankfully, in 1890, the Lord told President Wilford Woodruff that this practice was hurting the church and they needed to stop doing it. The leaders of the church shared this commandment with the saints. What Joseph had originally taught is still the Lord's commandment today. A man should be married to only one wife.